We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, in Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Ready. 60 or. Hey, Delta.
Watch the pass. Mike's 50. Watch the curl.
Snap.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. I'm not sure exactly what they had planned for play number 1 from scrimmage, but I can guarantee it wasn't that interception.
No doubt about that one, because in their daydream, this was going to be a dream play to get things started. Instead, it turned into a nightmare for them.
Let's go now. It's AT Gator.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Hey, check right to left. Hey.
Get.
Throwing on first down. Kenny. Throw left side complete. That's Brooks. Touchdown, Giants. In for the score as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Point after, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Let's put that team on the front. Hey.
They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Hey, dude. Big trip.
He'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A big play here for Dallas. 54 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Now a handoff here to his running back. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. A pretty big opening there on 1st down. 8 yards up to the 33. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Go,
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
X3, 218, chop it. Look at me. Go off, go off.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. A lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Safety green. 36.
And to give this time to the tailback. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Double time. Bring it out. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety fight.
They'll run on 1st down. Simpson. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Kenny. And this is Simpson with a catch. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
Watch that. 18 Gator. Christian, Travis. Hey, team 6. Team 6.
And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at third down here.
Hey. 5.
Back to throw. Kenny got his man complete over the middle. That's McDaniel. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Kenny. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Brooks. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling, and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Officially it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard.
Any weapons?
And he'll give it here to his running back. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the Cowboys' 3-yard line.
These two teams all tied after 1.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. Check. Time go. 22 jet bombers.
On 2nd down. It's Simpson, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Dirty base. Yeah. Hey, check back.
Operating from the gun. Kenny escaping the pressure. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And his kick is indeed good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
It sounds like you're going negative on me, partner.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
We're going to work.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line.
General West.
Gain of 9 brings up third.
Snap.
On third down. Brewer. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants' side of the field. So it was 3rd and 1. The defense, they stacked the box, and that's the problem. You break through that first level, there's no second level.
And most good running teams work against stacked defenses. They don't care if you have 6 in the box, 7 in the box, 8 in the box. It doesn't matter to them. Block people, give your running.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 10 yards out, and the Cowboys have retaken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. And Murray now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, exit.
Check Michael Landon. Check Michael Landon. Crunch time, defense. Hey, check Michael Landon.
Go.
Throwing again. Kenny. And he comes back with one complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards and a giant first down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Set. 18 Gator.
You don't know no better. Watch twist. Watch twist.
6-6. Pull it high.
Watch out. Watch out.
On first down, Slade. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
On the set.
Check Mike 11. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
2nd and 13. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And the return will stop right around the 25. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. We'll see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. The first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Mike 22, Mike 22.
2nd and 10. That's taken in by Callaway. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Here we go, let's bring it.
Ready?
They'll drop the throw. He finds his man, Baldwin. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. Back to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Undercut. Check 59, Mike.
Yep. Go.
Watch the curl. Mike 59.
Spin.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Brewer. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up at halftime, it's the season debut of the coach, Jonathan Coachman, in Orlando, as we look ahead to all the action coming up this opening weekend. And, of course, we'll also take a look back at this first half.
Mike 22.
On 3rd down, Brewer. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Hey, Haywood.
Mike 22. Man out.
Speed dribble.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Here we go.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Here we go. 50, plant.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. The backup Murray, his first throw. It's caught. Baldwin. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st? So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a really, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off around the 37. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference. Meet it head on.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. From 6 yards away. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And Murray now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon. You'd have to nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football, not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Check Michael Allen. Check Michael Allen.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And he is going to go down for the 5th time tonight. And this one is going to be a safety. And the safety there, another mistake. And these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford any more at this point. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of a team that has it figured out in this ball game. And whatever the adjustments are the defense has made, hasn't slowed them, hasn't phased them at all. They either anticipated them or they've been so far ahead.
He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They'll run on first down. Slade, and they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
5.
Check Michael Allen. Check Michael Allen.
From the gun, Kenny. And now here's another interception. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited, thinking,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Check three.
Leo.
They'll set up a throw. Looking deep downfield. They've got his man. Complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. 78 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. Well, that was the fly route for a touchdown, and since he caught that one and scored it, I got to tell the story. Before the game, we were standing there. He was running deep routes, dropped one. It bounced up and just hit me right in the gut, and I said, come on, man, but there was no drop.
Yeah, you okay now?
I'm good.
All right,
good.
We got the ice pack up here. You're just fine. What I loved about it was the subtlety of the route, because everyone knows he's fast. They're going to play him for that route first and foremost, but sometimes it's a head fake. It's varying your speed off the line of scrimmage. It's giving the defensive back different angles to think about. Is he going inside? Is he going outside? And then, as you noted, he just took off past him. Oops, there he goes again.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side, because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
Ready?
Check Mike 11. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Hey, check.
Ready?
Looking to throw on second down. Kenny firing quickly here, and that's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Watch the boot. SOS. Hey, check Mike 11.
Five.
Back to throw. Kenny. Yeah, he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Hey, high 7.
Check Mike 11. Here we go, D. Hey, check Mike 11. I'm coming for you. You must.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
Break. Smooth.
All day, just like that.
Hey.
Max 22. Bandit.
22 jet bomber. Get it.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Alpha. Yeah.
Second and 2. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown from 6 yards away as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And Murray now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill, but the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
Hey!
Watch the run, watch the run.
Looking to throw. Kenny, he's going to loft one deep left. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 46. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Third and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, third and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Now back to throw. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
I got you.
Ready?
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up third down.
No gain on the play. It's third and 10.
Set, ready? 10-2 stop.
That's what I do.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Cowboys on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is third and 10.
Hard. Hey, Sam off.
They'll look to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let... And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys continue to pour it on. Now the try here for the point after. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. And Murray now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
Come on, set. 18, Gator.
Check Michael Allen, check Michael Allen. Come off the ball, hard.
Go.
Hey, check Michael Allen, check Michael Allen.
Operating from the gun, Kenny. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 40. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Ready.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talked about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? Yeah. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Hey, watch the slant. Check 13.
Now a give, right side. Simpson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Back to throw, Kenny. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, Kenny. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Murray now on 1st down. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The Giants on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10.
Ready.
From the gun, Kenny. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline.
We got this.
First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you.
Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And it's for pride now, but the Giants do get a bit closer. Point after, right down the middle, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
I got you. I got you, 44. I got you, 44.
Tight end to the out.
Move. Shift. Hey, switch gears.
Get it.
They'll look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for third down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route, the drag, and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or...
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
6-6, full time. Hey, echo. Go on. Do.
Check nine. Alert flare.
Be driven.
Back to throw now on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
59. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Check 30.
Look at me. Go. Hey, lock it. Go.
Back to throw here. Flushed out, and he's going to go down again.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today. But on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Yeah, the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Check the backer, check the backer. Kill.
He'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And that kick will go out of bounds right at the 20-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Simpson. Only a yard on the pickup. And now they've got a third down and 8.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Ready, set.
50.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Mike 50. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it.
Look at me. Zipper.
Mike 50.
Hey, Charlie.
Hold this.
Head up.
On third down, Kenny. He finds an open man, Simpson. Past the 20. 10, 5, and he is finally out of bounds, just shy of the 5, all the way down at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh.
Situation, let's go. Check 31.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be second and goal.
Head up. 70 Indy.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Ready.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
Come on.
They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's third and goal.
50's the mic.
Come by.
Operating from the gun, Kenny. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for Dallas, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Pittsburgh Steelers.